Hey guys, it's Miss Bankett, and today we're going to read our News to You article for this week. And so the name of our article this week is Amy Bockerstette's Foundation. So I want you to take a second to look at our cover page. What do you see? Who do you see? Take a second to talk about that with whoever's working with you. So if I'm looking at the page, here I see a girl, and I see two people sitting at what looks like to be a table, and maybe they are thinking about helping each other or helping someone, we don't know. And here I see some words, so this is my text, and these are my pictures. So we're going to read this story to see what Amy Bockerstette's Foundation is all about. All right, by looking at our communication board, what pictures do you see that look familiar to you? Are there any colors that you like? Take a second to talk about that with whoever's working with you. So on this side, I know this word. This is one of our core words. This is help. So I know that this is help, and we saw that on our cover page. I see some money, but I don't know what this might mean. This person looks very happy, and this says excited. I see people, a family. I see a golf ball. And this looks like a video. So those are some of the things that are familiar to me. So maybe we'll see some of these exact pictures in our story. Now, before we start reading, this is our words page right here. And these are the two words that will come up the most or appear the most in our story. So our first word is foundation. Let me hear you say it. Foundation. So what we're going to do, I'm going to use my whiteboard, and I'm going to write the word foundation. Now, if you don't have a whiteboard, that is totally fine. You can use a piece of paper, a notepad, anything that you have, pencil, marker, crayon, anything. And so I'm going to write this word foundation. So let's see. I'm going to write my F. O-U-N-D-A-T-I-O-N. So here Ms. Bankett wrote foundation. It's not the best, I know. And so what I'm going to do now, I'm going to use my magnetic letters to match each of these letters. So my first letter is F. Here is the letter F. Then my second letter is O. O. What's next? U. N. D. A. T. I. O. Our last letter is N. N. So here I have foundation. So if we were in the classroom, the kids would have each had this word on an index card, and they would have had their own letter board with magnetic letters as well. And so they would have had to scan the field to find these letters and put them in the correct order with their magnetic letters. So this is our first word, foundation. Let's spell it again. F-O-U-N-D-A-T-I-O-N. This is foundation. Awesome. Our next word is best. Let's say it. Best. Let me hear you. Awesome. Best. So I'm going to write that on my whiteboard. Best. I'm going to spell it. First we have B, E, S, T. Let's spell it one more time. B, E, S, T. Best. And now parents, you all know what writing stage your kiddos are at. So if your kiddo is unable to form their letters, you can write it in a marker, a highlighter, and have them trace. Even if they're not tracing the letters correctly, they're still attending to the paper and they're attending to those letters, and that they know that this is what this letter looks like, even if they're unable to form it yet. So our two words are foundation and best, and those are going to be the words that appear in our story. All right, let's start reading. So what are we reading? If we look at our 5 W's chart, what? So what are we reading? The name of our story, or the title, is Amy Bockerstette's Foundation. Amy Bockerstette is a golfer. Amy is a person with Down syndrome. Amy is from Phoenix, Arizona. Amy and her family started a foundation. A foundation is a group that helps others. So if you think back to our cover page, our title page, and I said that I saw 2 people sitting at what looks like to be a table. And this is actually what that picture was. And that was a picture of the word foundation. And so we just read that a foundation is a group that helps others. Amy's foundation is the I Got This Foundation. The foundation started in 2019, so that was last year. The foundation helps people with special needs. The foundation helps people play golf. People can try their best. There's that word. They can say, I got this. That's awesome. All right, so what we're going to do, we're going to reread our story one more time, okay? So we're going to go back to the beginning. And remember, this is the what. What are we reading? Remember? Oh, where is it? What? Our 5 W's. What are we reading? And the title is Amy Bockerstette's Foundation. Amy Bockerstette is a golfer. What is Amy Bockerstette? A golfer. Good job. Amy is a person with Down syndrome. So in our class, we have some friends who are diagnosed with Down syndrome, and we have some other friends in Miss Grantham's class who have Down syndrome as well. Amy is from Phoenix, Arizona. Amy and her family started a foundation. A foundation is a group that helps others. So what does a foundation do? Do they help others, or do they go to the moon? What do you think? They help others. Very good. Amy's foundation is the I Got This Foundation. The foundation started in 2019, so last year. The foundation helps people with special needs. The foundation helps people play golf. People can try their best. They can say, I got this. So what were the 2 words that were supposed to appear in our story? Do you remember what the first word was? Foundation. This word right here, foundation. And our second word was best. Foundation, best. Let me hear you say foundation. Awesome. Now let's say best. Good job, guys. All right, so let's go to our joke page. Knock, knock. Who's there? Amy. Amy who? Amy, try your best. That was okay. Our next joke. I have a joke. Tell me, what is a golfer's favorite letter? I don't know. What? T. That was cute. All right, so now we are at our game page. All right, so the directions for our game page says, choose the picture about Amy Bockerstette's foundation. All right, so our first picture is fur, exercise, try. Which of these 3 words was in our story? Was fur in our story? No. Exercise? No. What about try? Yes, that was in our story. Good job. Choose the picture about Amy Bockerstette's foundation. So here we have our 3 pictures. Golf, wedding, or sci-fi movie. What do you think? And remember, parents, if your wait time doesn't feel awkward, then you haven't waited long enough. Give your kiddos that opportunity to actually scan the field, think about what the answer might be, and then to choose the answer on their own. So what do you think, guys? Golf, wedding, or sci-fi movie? Golf, very good, because that is what her foundation helps people to do, helps them play golf. All right, choose the picture about Amy Bockerstette's foundation. Foundation, toothbrush, or little. Which picture is the correct answer? Toothbrush? No. Oh, foundation. You're correct. Good job, guys. All right, this is our last game page. We have to choose the picture about our story. Elephant, best, or colors? Best. Very good. So let's move on to our review page. So we're going to answer the WH questions about Amy Bockerstette's foundation. And so what are our WH questions? So here we have our 5 W's, okay? We have our 5 W's. We have who, what, when, why, and where. So help me do it. We have who, what, when, why, and where. So our first question is what? What is the paper about? Is it about Amy Bockerstette's foundation, thanking hospital workers, or growing food at home? What story did we just read about? This story sounds familiar. Maybe we read about this. Oh, no, that was our last week's story. Silly. We just read about Amy Bockerstette's foundation. Awesome. All right, who is a golfer? Who? That's a person. Who is a golfer? Alicia Keys, Bruno Mars, or Amy Bockerstette? Who is a golfer? Amy Bockerstette. Very good. All right, our last WH question about our story. Where is Amy Bockerstette from? Is she from Orlando, Florida, Dallas, Texas, or Phoenix, Arizona? This is a hard one. Let's put on those thinking caps and let's think back to our story. Where did our story say that Amy was from? Amy is from Phoenix, Arizona. Good job. Kiss your brain. Awesome. All right, so what is your favorite sport? Golf, swimming, volleyball, baseball, or something else? What do you like? My favorite sport is something else. Miss Bankett loves football, and I also love cheerleading. I used to be a cheerleader. All right. And we are all done. All done. So we read about Amy Bockerstette's foundation. And so what do we know? What do we remember from our story? We know that Amy Bockerstette and her family have started a foundation that helps people with special needs. And her foundation gets those people involved in playing golf. Maybe once outside opens back up, you might want to try to play golf yourself. I don't know. Maybe I'll go try to do it too. All right, I hope you guys are staying safe at home and doing lots and lots and lots of learning. And I will see you next week for our new News to You article. Bye, guys.